that we need people willing to get arrested and people willing to be a support team.
So after all the discussion, as part of the actual vote, prior to the vote, we'll have a commitment as to those who will camp and those who will support, so that we know that data, that information is part of the vote.
We at least need to determine which one of these we want to go for. There's basically two that I can see. One is we get a building, and the other one is camping here. That's what I see. Am I wrong?
I'd like to just call it staying here.
Staying here.
Yeah.
One is staying here. The other one is we get a building. I think we can probably do a vote about that. I don't know. Do you want to say something?
Yeah, I don't know if they're necessarily either or. I think the first question and the first thing that should be dealt with is what's happening because people are staying here and there's an immediate need.
Okay. I don't know. Does somebody want to say something about that? Because from what my understanding, okay.
It's not just about sleeping here. It's also about protecting ourselves from the weather during the day. That's all I had to say.
Yes. Is he next?
Sean is next.
Okay. My points on this, I just want to say I support Amjad's proposal. I was not part of the working group. Well,
The working group.
he doesn't own it, but he was the one who presented it today. Okay. But the reasons I support it are: number one, Occupy Toledo is not an occupation without occupying something. Number two, if we're going to occupy something, we need to be healthy and safe, and that's going to include some of the things that his proposal addresses directly. Number three, there are concerns about the way this place looks among some of the residents. If we had tents, I think it would look a lot nicer, so it would be a good gesture to the people around us and help alleviate those concerns. And number four, the sooner we can get tents up, the sooner we can start focusing on actually doing some more things to be proactive in addressing our concerns, rather than trying to figure out who's going to be surviving to the next day. So for those reasons, I believe that we need to, I support Amjad's the proposal that Amjad brought up. Okay, that's all.
Yeah, I don't think it would be out of order to have a show of hands for people that would be willing to risk arrest if we go through that proposal, just to get an idea. I don't know what people are thinking.
Before we do that, I would like to also, I'd like to get on the stack. So
Hold on. Who's on stack next?
Gil, and then
Who? Does other people want to get on stack? You? Looks like she.
Okay. I do support the proposal that Amjad has put forth. I just believe that if we do this and we fail, we need to have something to back up. I am not at all opposed to doing both things. I just want authority from, well, not authority from me, but authority from those who are working on this in order to start implementing this proposal as well. That's all.
Who's next?
can I have a direct response to that really quick? I think part of my proposal dealt with the different contingencies of what may happen. I said that if we can't get enough people and we don't end up doing direct action in the form of the proposal that we had, that we would retreat and re-strategize of what to do. So part of what you're suggesting could be part of that retreat and re-strategy if this does not work.
Is it okay for me to direct respond?
Correct.
Do it really quick.
Gotta be.
Yeah. I only say this because it's going to take a while to implement our proposal.
Right.
That's all.
Okay. Who's next?
I just wanted to ask, did we decide on like an exact night for this, or is that to be determined?
Not yet.
That's
Okay.
part of the logistics.
Okay.
I'll table it. I'm not table it. I'll
Next.
pass.
Next. Me?
Dale, yes.
Okay. Just a point of clarity. I thought I would get on the stack to try to get back to facilitating a little bit. Before we vote on anything, as far as accepting these proposals go,
Jill, the camera
we
for a
want
bit.
to